Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's pray and thanks into our God Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of this world, who has been given us mercies and blessings that we cannot count. Secondly, may salawat and salam always be with our best Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam by reciting Allahumma sholli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Nuardi MED as a lecturer in Data Analysis and Measurement course. My name is Inda Eldania. I'm from 6A English Education Department. So now I want to explain the material about writing a research report. A research report is one type that is often used in the sciences, engineering, and psychology. Here your aim is to write clearly and concisely about your research topic so that the reader can easily understand the purpose and result of your research. There are three structures in writing research report. The first one is preliminary material, the second one is body, and the last one is supplementary material. In preliminary material, there are title of report, table of content, and abstract or synopsis. So, title of report consists heading indicating what the report about, and then table of content, list of major sessions and headings with page numbers, and abstract or synopsis consists summary of main findings. Next, body of report. The first one is introduction. Introduction is what you researched and why. And the second is literature review. In literature review, sometimes include in the introduction other relevant research in this area. And next, methodology. In methodology, what you did and how you did it. And then result, what you found. And then discussion, relevance of your result, how it fits with other research in the area. And then conclusion is summary of result or findings. And then recommendation, what needs to be done as a result of your findings. And the last structure is supplementary material. The first one is references or bibliography. All references used in your report are referred to for background information. And then appendices, any additional material which will add to your report. Okay, next we come to the steps in writing research report. Step 1 is analyze the task. As with any assignment task, you must first analyze what is expected of you. This involves careful reading of the assignment task as outlined in your course information book. You may find the following question useful when analyzing the task. The first one is, what is the purpose of the report? And then who is the audience for the report? What is the word limit? And then what is the topic of the report? And what is the expected format of the report? Step 2. Develop a route plan. Use the session headings or outline above to assist with your route plan. Write a thesis statement that clarifies the overall purpose of your report. Jot down anything you already know about the topic in the relevant session. Next, step 3. Do the research. Step 1 and 2 will guide your research for this report. You may need to report on other research on a particular topic or do some research of your own. Keep referring to your analysis and route plan while you are doing your research to ensure that you remain on track. Give yourself plenty of time for this step, as the research phase of your work will usually take the most time of any step in producing your report. Also, ensure you keep correct bibliographic details for all the material you may later use in your report. Next, step 4. Draft the body of your report. The first one is introduction. Introduction is the purpose of your report. The thesis statement will be useful here. Background information may include a brief review of the literature already available on the topic, so that you are able to place your research in the field. some brief detail of your method, and an outline of the structure of the report. Next, literature review. If asked to do a separate literature review, you must carefully structure your findings. It may be useful to do a chronological format where you discuss from the earliest to the latest research, placing your research appropriately in the chronology. Alternatively, you could write a thematic way, outlining the various themes that you discovered in the research regarding the topic. Again, you will need to state where your research hit. Next, methodology. Here you clearly outline what methodology you use in your research. For example, what you did and how you did it. Next, result. This is where you indicate what you found in your research. You give the result of your research but do not interpret them. And then discussion. This is where you discuss the relevance of your result and how your findings fit with other research in the area. It will relate back to your literature review and your introductory thesis statement. Next, conclusion. This is a summary of the most significant result or findings. You should not include any new material in this session. Sometimes you could indicate some areas where your research has limit or where further research would be useful. And the last, recommendations. This includes suggestions for what needs to be done as a result of your findings. Recommendations are usually listed in order of priority. Next, step 5. Draft the supplementary material. The first one is references or bibliography. This includes all references used in your report or referred to for background information. This must be done using the referencing convention specified by your lecturer or tutor. And then appendices. This should add extra information to the report. If you include appendices, they must be referred to in the body of the report and must have a clear purpose for being included. Each appendix must be named and numbered. Next step is draft the preliminary material. The first one is title of report. Make sure this is clear and indicates exactly what you are researching. And then table of content. List all session, subheadings table or graph appendices and give page numbers for each. And then abstract or synopsis. This gives a very brief overview of the report in a condensed form. And the last step is polish your report. The final step is checking your report to ensure you have followed all of the guidelines as outlined in your course information. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.